This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Second suspect held a cop searching for two others following death of U.S. national. A second suspect has been taken into police custody, and the manhunt that was launched in search of one man has now expanded to two, following the death of 50-year-old foreign national Kenyatta Harris, whose body was found in Shudley, Manchester on Sunday. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Lloyd Darby told the news that investigators have theorized that Harris and the suspects were involved in a dispute. It is believed that Harris was hit in the head with a blunt instrument. Harris, who is a resident of New Jersey in the United States and the West Green Crescent in St. James, was found dead about 5:15 a.m. by a passerby in the vicinity of a block factory in Shudley. Man killed after chopping another in St. Elizabeth Market. Police are probing the stabbing death of a man after he allegedly chopped another during an altercation in the Santa Cruz Market on Monday afternoon. Preliminary reports suggest that one of the men attacked the other and chopped him on his hand. The injured man then allegedly used a knife to stab his attacker to death. Up to 5 p.m., police were still on the scene probing the incident. St. Elizabeth woman charged with embezzling nearly $1 million. A 28-year-old woman from St. Elizabeth has been charged with embezzlement of nearly 1 million Jamaican dollars. In a release on Monday, detectives assigned to the St. Elizabeth Police Division said in June 2022, Felicia Dunkley was employed by a lottery and gaming company and was tasked with depositing the day's sale into a bank account. Her employer later discovered, however, that over 800,000 Jamaican dollars was missing. A report was subsequently made to the police, and Dunkley was arrested and charged. She is scheduled to appear before the St. Elizabeth Parish Court on Monday, July 25, 2022. Police name person of interest in Westmoreland murder. The police have named a person of interest in the killing of Darren Gale at Ancho District in Withorn, Westmoreland. He is Theodore Reed, otherwise called Pecos. Reed is also from Ancho District in the parish. Gale was fatally shot on Friday, June 24, at a wake, leaving his brother who witnessed his murder traumatized and paranoid. Senior Superintendent of Police Wayne Josephs, acting head of the Westmoreland Division, told the news that Reed is still at large. We would advise him to hand himself into the police, as we would like to speak to him, or he can find an attorney or a pastor or anybody at all to bring him in, SSP Joseph said. The acting head of the Westmoreland Division said he is seeking the assistance of the public in locating Reed. We're appealing to anybody who has any information to the whereabouts of this individual to assist the police with the information to find him or encourage him to hand over himself, SSP Joseph stressed. St. Mary Police seek assistance in identifying body. The St. Mary Police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man that was found in Rio Nueva in the parish on Sunday, June 26. The body is of dark complexion, medium build, and is about 5 feet 6 inches long. It is also bald and clean-shaven. The body was clad in a green shirt with white and blue stripes, khaki shorts, and a pair of brown slippers. Reports are that about 6:20 a.m., residents discovered the body and summoned the police. On their arrival, the body was removed and taken to the morgue. The police are asking individuals who can assist in identifying the body to call the Oracabessa Police at 876-975-3233 or 876-994-2220, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Mother says she was devastated when son rooster arrested. Mother of Brian Morris, the 27-year-old accused, who is being tried for involvement in at least 3 murders and 1 arson in the ongoing trial of alleged Klansman gang members, said that she was devastated to learn of the charges because her son is just not capable of being in a gang. The woman, who on Monday took the witness stand at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston to give character witness for her child, was asked by defense attorney Denise Hinson whether she was aware that her son is charged and before the court and on what basis. What I heard is that he was part of a gang. "I was devastated, and up until now I still am," the mother responded. Asked why she was devastated, she replied, "The child I have is just not capable of being in a gang." Prodded by the attorney to describe the kind of son she had, the mother said, "Very shy and very quiet. I would say he is someone that will work. He is a working person." She said her son was not living with her at the time of his arrest. He resided with his father. She told the court that she had seen him just the days before he was taken into custody, and that she would prior to that see him every week or every other week. She also said they spoke every day. "I raised my children to be a law-abiding citizen, so I expected nothing less," she said, answering a resolute "no ma'am" when asked if her son had ever given her any reason to believe he was less than a law-abiding citizen. She also said under cross-examination by prosecutors that she did not know of her son being called by the moniker Rooster. The 27-year-old Morris, in an unsworn statement last week, told the court that he is a welder and disputed the testimony of a witness that he had taken orders and had carried out shootings for the gang. "I am not a member of any gang. This person is telling lie on me. I never shot at anyone or killed anyone, my lord. I never been to Jones Avenue or Shelter Rock," he told the court then. Morris is charged on 5 counts in connection to 3 murders, a case of arson, and for being a member of a criminal organization. The trial of the 28 accused members of the gang, including alleged leader Andre Blackman Brand, resumes this morning at 10, when defense attorneys will be calling witnesses and presenting evidence relating to the custody of their clients. Highway 2000 operators unable to delay toll increase, says the toll authority. The toll authority says the 2 operators of Highway 2000 are not in a position to delay the increase in toll rates, which is slated to take effect on Saturday. The National Consumers League wants the toll adjustment put on hold for 2 years, while the parliamentary opposition has called for a delay for several months as the country is still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic and the cost of living has been increasing. However, Toll Authority of Jamaica CEO Leron Lang told the news that several factors, including the exchange rate and the consumer price index, were considered before the toll increase application was submitted.
The toll variation exercise, annual exercise, takes into consideration things like the exchange rate, consumer price index, that goes into a formula that ultimately is used to determine the capture rate of the toll. In 2020, both operators, agreed to a delay in the implementation date of their respective toll increases. In respect of one operator, it was a 6-month delay, and the other operator, it was a year. They were not compensated for these delays in implementation, so it is not a matter where the operators are insensitive or have been uncooperative, but in this instance, they have highlighted that their operational costs and maintenance costs would need to increase in order to be settled, as they cannot absorb the cost at this particular time. So therefore, they are not so minded to delay the implementation date. However, we remain in dialogue with them. This is why the review period and the feedback from the public is important. And once the 5-day window ends tomorrow, we'll collate those responses and, of course, submit to the Honorable Minister for his attention. And the final determination can be made after the feedback has been submitted.
A notice published on Friday by the Minister of Transport said an application has been received for toll increases for the east-west leg of Highway 2000 come July 2. The adjustments range from 9% to 26%. Members of the public have a 5-day window, which ends Tuesday, to submit feedback on the proposed increases. Clothing tendered into evidence in rape murder of 9-year-old. Several pieces of clothing, including the underwear belonging to a 9-year-old schoolgirl who was raped and killed in 2018, were tendered into evidence on Monday in a case against a 17-year-old boy accused of rape, buggery, and murder. The exhibits a blue tunic pleated uniform, blue blouse, yellow merino, navy blue shorts, pink underwear, and the red tights were tendered by the Crown, led by Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn in the Westmoreland Circuit Court. They were all identified by a senior crime scene detective as those taken off the victim's body during a post-mortem held at the Doyley's funeral services in the parish on June 8, 2018. The detective told the court that he was present when the doctor examined the mutilated body of the child. A senior forensic scientist at the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine also gave evidence for the Crown via video link in relation to the chain of custody of the exhibits taken to the lab. She told the court that she collected several packages containing swabs, blood, and hair taken from the vagina and anus of the victim, as well as clothing on June 7 and 11, 2018 respectively, from 2 police officers. The exhibited documents received were examined by her to confirm that they were the same contents as enclosed in packages as labeled by the police, following which she affixed the label bearing forensic lab codes before handing them over to a custodian at that lab for safekeeping and examination. The prosecution is alleging that on June 5, 2018, the 9-year-old girl was raped, boogered, and killed by the teenager, who was 13 years old at the time and lived near the victim. The trial, which started last week Tuesday before a 7-member jury, is to hear from 2 other senior executives from the IFSLM today, as Llewellyn and her deputies, Renelle Morgan and Lorian Tugwell, prepare to close their case before Supreme Court Judge Justice Courtney Day. The defense team is being led by Denley Sadu and is supported by Devon Brown. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.